Good morning, guys. Yours here. So, I guess the Dow fell, what was it, 800 points yesterday. And, well, don't really officially know, but this could be the official first signs of our first real world SHTF. And when I say our, I'm talking about mine. But, like I said, this could be the first stages of SHTF. Um, So the last major, and that's a lot of things people don't realize, the last major economic stock market crash that took place back in 1929. Okay, I'm comparing 1929 to today's stock market, potential major stock market crash. How things are going to be a lot worse today than they were, 90 years ago. Okay, so first off, we have a much greater population today than we did in 1929. Um, Back in 1929, 75% of people either had some kind of agricultural or animal husbandry skills. Today, was it like less than 2% of people know how to, like less than 2% of people, the population actually are quote unquote farmers and grow food for the population. So that is a serious problem. Forgive me for my phone being all over the place, but I don't have a tripod. So the other thing too, the Great Depression of 1929. This is the thing that some of the things that history books will not tell you. People say that the Depression ended when World War II started. And that's actually kind of a yes and a no. So, I mean, I guess it kind of pulled the United States for the most part out of its Great Depression. But I know parts of Europe, England, a lot of those guys were still feeling the effects of the Depression and, well, pretty much World War II after the fact. Um, President Roosevelt, to get us out of our Great Depression, he borrowed a lot of money from the future. And at the time, I think he put us in over $1 billion in debt. Like the official national debt at that time, when everything was said and done, was over $1 billion. That's $1 billion 1929 time, okay? 1929 through 1940s time, okay? That's not $1 billion today. So, I mean, today with the country, the United States as a whole nation being at almost, we're at 22, almost $23 trillion in debt. Trillion. Okay. We're in a lot of trouble right now. Okay. Now, the time of the first stock market crash, they did try to manipulate the market. They tried to save certain stocks, certain companies like US Steel to keep the economy going. But the effects of it, I think, lasted less than a week. Okay. These people like JP Morgan, Rothschilds, Goldman Sachs, they bought out stocks for US Steel on the 23rd of October. That was when the official start of the crash. They started buying, like I said, they started buying stocks in select companies, like I said, US Steel being one of them. So, like I said, the way I see this going, I don't see it. I don't know. Like I said, this could be the beginning stages. This might not. Who knows? But, it doesn't hurt to be ready. So, one last thing I want to bring up, the logical fallacy of I'm coming to your house when shit hits the fan. I want to think about that. First off, very, very few people know where I live. Okay, they don't even know, like, and when I say very few people, I'm talking about people that I interact with on the internet. There's like maybe one or two people on the internet that I trust that just know the name of the city that I live in. Secondly, too, very, very few people in the United States have enough money saved up for a $500 emergency. If the crap hits the fan, if credit cards go offline, okay, if debit cards go offline, what makes you think that you're going to come out here to mooch off of me? And I'm not just talking specifically about me. I'm just talking about the whole logical fallacy here of going to somebody's house when shit hits the fan. Somebody that you know had been preparing for such an event. Something to think about. Because you're probably not going to make it out there to begin with. Okay? All right. Well, I think we've pretty much killed this dead horse with another dead horse. I'm Diorce, and I am out. You guys have yourselves a good one. Bye-bye.